So, as we are settling into this space, let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath together and just come into a nice centered space so you can receive. And we still have people hopping on. Hello, Sabina. Welcome. Just muting everyone for now so we can just drop into the container together. Hello from LA. I'm a dragon from Chinese astrology. Want to come to more of my true self and connect with dragon with Kuan Yin. Beautiful. Okay, great. Kuan Yin I shared earlier today on Facebook. So synchronistic. I also love Kuan Yin. I love working with the white dragons. So Sabina, if you want to share anything about um, your dragon connection or what you brought you here today in the comments here on the side, and we can talk about it here. That would be great. But as we're coming into this space, let's all just take a nice deep breath together. And I encourage you to maybe do your shoulders, shrug your shoulders. Dragon energy tends to get kind of stuck in our shoulder area and the back of our throat and our spine. All of this is very connected to dragon energy. We have our dragon channel that runs through our spine. And so you want to make sure to open this area, can roll your head, roll your shoulders, your neck to invite. We're creating space to open our channel for our dragon to come through. And don't worry, you're not going to turn into a dragon today. You might, but um, but we're really just wanting to meet our dragons and introduce ourselves to our dragons in this space today and allow our dragon to connect with us. Any information, any insight that wants to come through to help us in our journey, to help empower us. So I'll just share a little bit about me. So my name's Luna, and I've been on this journey of connecting with dragons for around, I want to say 8 years now. I first had a memory of being a dragon when I came to Sedona and experienced sound healing. And I had a deep journey where I was a dragon and I transformed through many lifetimes. I just thought it was pretty awesome at the time, but I really didn't think that much of it. I didn't go into dragon work until 4 years ago during COVID when I started working with plant medicine, and dragons came in very strongly. And I became a dragon at that point as I made a commitment to being a guardian. And in that specific scenario, it was a guardian to plant medicine space and to really showing up for the earth and for the territory that I live in, the environment that I live in. And that's something I believe that we're all remembering how to do and remembering this sacred responsibility that we have to our planet and to our local environment. So, yeah, Sabina is also in Sedona, where we have a really strong dragon energy. So, yeah, imagination when you're young. And I also connected with dragons when I was young as well. When I was a little girl, I had a lot of dreams about dragons and dinosaurs. I was very into dinosaurs. And yeah, you think it's just imagination, but just imagination. Our imagination is key to life, is key to creativity and creation, and how we are all here in this moment is because of imagination. So dragons encourage us to use our imagination to tap into other worlds, tap into different realities and different ways of thinking and being, because this is how we can expand and break through limiting beliefs, which most people are really trapped in limiting belief systems right now that are kind of keeping us in a certain frequency, vibration, a lower program on the planet. It's kind of a grid matrix. And that's another thing dragons have really taught me to start working with is the grid, the energy lines. So Right now, we're experiencing kind of a war, yeah, a war, basically, an attack on these ancient grid lines, these sacred sites that are built all over the planet that end up getting churches or roads and things built over in order to harness that energy to use it for corrupt reasons. And we're experiencing major disharmony within the elements and nature right now. So, a lot of what we're going to do today is send prayer and healing to the planet, and especially those who are being really affected right now. I know a lot of people in California right now are experiencing devastation and a lot of fear happening. So, it's another reason why it's so important to connect with our dragons right now is for our personal empowerment. And so we can truly be leaders and guides within our communities and we can help people because more people are going to need assistance as we've been living out of balance. And this, from my experience and from my research and my own personal feeling, has really been happening since the fall of Atlantis. So, this all we're experiencing another timeline of Atlantis right now. And we have this opportunity to shift the timeline to where we can go back and integrate with times from Lemuria and Avalon when we lived more in harmony, more in right relation with nature and with the elements, more in balance. So we are coming out of the year of the dragon, Chinese year of the dragon, and this is a 12-year cycle. The last year of the dragon was 2012. So that was a very important year. And this is an important year. 2024 was an important year. Now we're moving into the year of the snake. So we're shedding everything we just went through. And it was all about our spiritual growth and evolution, coming into who we are as human beings. Now it's about believing in ourselves and really embodying this energy and connecting with our dragon is what's going to help us to really anchor in this embodiment, but we have to get an understanding of our values, our beliefs, and be able to anchor those truths within our body so that we can truly show up in the world. And the dragons help us do that because the dragons represent our DNA, our spine, our sacred Kundalini energy that flows from the base of the spine up out the third eye. This Kundalini energy, when awakened, we are awakening our inner dragon. And from this place, we can experience enlightenment and bliss and really high states of consciousness. But the dragon is here to show us what is the point of having those experiences if all these other people on the planet are suffering and we're not doing anything about it. If all these other beings on the planet are experiencing suffering, then something is out of balance. So dragons also represent that balance as we see with yin and yang, the balance of feminine and masculine energy. So that's another benefit of connecting with our dragon is they teach us to balance those energies within us. So does anyone have any questions so far? Okay, so just looking at my notes a little. So, some other benefits of working with dragons: strengthening our intuition, our self discipline, discernment, really coming into a place of integrity and being able to speak on behalf of those that can't speak up for themselves, like nature, plants, animals. Being in alignment with our purpose, with our mission. Now, I also want to mention some negative aspects of working with dragons and some things you might see um, is, well, you start seeing through the bullshit way easier when you start working with your dragon and you start embodying this archetype. And also, sometimes the scoldings are a little bit bigger when we don't follow our intuition. So when you get those nudges and you go against your intuition, things can be more, you make things more difficult for yourself. Also, you have this really strong, intense desire to bring change and bring it fast. Sometimes we can be impatient and angry or frustrated. You can feel that fire like really burning within you and you wanting to do something about it, but it's not the time, it's not the place. So, part of working with dragons is also learning to master these emotions and these energies and how to just sit with them, not let them control you or make you act rashly, but allowing yourself to feel. This is a big part of dragon embodiment as well, to feel things fully before you jump and make quick decisions or take action, but feeling the emotion fully and then having that discerned guidance. When we see the depiction of the Buddha is often surrounded by nagas or dragons. And the Buddha represents that pure state of enlightenment, of higher consciousness, while the dragon represents the action that we must take in order to get to that space. So, as far as the dragon lines go, we also have these dragon lines running through our body, through our meridians, these energetic channels that are found in Chinese medicine. And I was aware of these channels, but it wasn't really until I started working with plant medicine that I was shown how these meridians are running through and how to release the pressure. So, as you start working with your dragon, you might notice yourself just wanting to massage your body in different points or work with tapping. I work with tapping a lot because it's activating those meridian lines as well. Receiving acupuncture or different forms of massage. These are all connected with dragons as well. Feeling that dragon energy awakening through the body movement is so important. Feeling physically embodied, following through with the exercise plan, with your health plan. These are all correlated also with working with our dragon. It's going to help us strengthen and communicate better with our dragon when we communicate with ourself. When we have that discipline and love for ourself, then we kind of earn the respect and the trust of our dragon as well, when we truly know how to respect and honor our bodies. So, as we're working with dragons, why do we want to work with dragons? And that's something I hope that you can get clear with today in your intention and moving forward this year with this new dragon energy that you're welcoming in today. What is your intention in working with dragons? Why are you here? What do you want from working with dragons? And there's really no wrong answer to this, but it's important to be clear with yourself what that is. What is your truth there? What is your connection, your longing, your desire for bringing this energy into your life? A lot of it for me has been about speaking my truth and using my voice for change. Also, I'm a singer and I bring healing energy through my voice in sound healing containers. I want to speak more in front of bigger audiences. So the dragons, I feel like, empower me to do that and help assist me to do that. I also want to feel stronger and healthier in my body and have a deeper connection to nature and be a good guardian to the planet. Um, so those are just some examples of from me why I work with dragons. But I never had like a desire to work with dragons specifically. They kind of just started coming in really strong. And likely if you're here, they probably started coming in for you as well. And you're just curious and wanting to go deeper with this connection, understanding what it is about. We're all on this journey of discovery. Christianity ended up demonizing and wiping out all these ancient schools, mystery schools related to the serpent, and demonizing the serpent and making the serpent the bad guy, the devil. And so some people are still in that mindset and will have judgment with dragons. And dragons aren't always the nicest beings. They can come across as dark and they can do things that people don't like, but I always say it's a manifestation of people's fears. If they're seeing a negative aspect of a dragon, shadow aspect of dragons, it's all a manifestation of your fear, your shadow. And dragons are here to help us face those shadows and face those things, those dark parts of ourselves that we don't want to look at, and help us illuminate that shadow. Because with balance, with the yin and yang, maybe there's a black dragon, but on the opposite is a white dragon. And together they create the I am presence, the truth of our being, the 0 point consciousness, the infinity loop. That is the truth of who we are. So we see the dragon, we see the serpent as well within many of these ancient symbols around the world, ancient cultures around the world. We find symbols of serpents, of dragons, and that's because they hold a key to great wisdom. And there's a book that I recommend if you're interested in going deeper and understanding about the serpent schools and mythology. It's called The Serpent Grail, and it connects the Holy Grail, the teachings of the Holy Grail, and the serpent mystery schools. And it shares with us that about the dragon, that we always see the dragon depicted as guarding treasure or hoarding or hiding treasure. And the knight needs to come and slay the dragon in order to get that treasure. And the missing key here is that the dragon itself is the treasure. The dragon itself is holding the wisdom and the true treasure. The illusion is within all the gold and the jewels and the money that you think is going to come from that. But the dragon is holding the key to life and wisdom, the ancient wisdom, which also turns out to be the with the Holy Grail, the fountain of youth, the key to immortality and eternal life. We can also find that information through working with our dragon. So it's very powerful stuff, and I feel like it's a lifelong journey. Once you start connecting with your dragon, it's an eternal bond, I feel. And for me personally, I work with many different dragons and different aspects of the dragon. When I first had my dragon come to me, it was a black dragon. It was a huge, ancient, old black dragon who lived deep in the caves of the earth and kind of woke me up, and helped me come back into my power and find my voice after experiencing years of trauma and sexual abuse from relationships. My dragon came and helped me feel really embodied and feel powerful again. So it was pretty life changing for me and sent me on a journey of being able to travel the world and travel to sacred sites and connect with this dragon energy, and also work with water. Water is another very important part of working with dragons, as we read in many ancient myths, including with the Hopi indigenous tribes from here in Arizona and the Four Corners areas. They have mythology about the dragon leading them to water. So ancient peoples would be led by ancient serpent deities, beings that would guide their people to freshwater sites. So they would have that access to water. And I believe the dragons are coming back. The memory of the dragons is coming back to help us remember the importance of water and how sacred water is and important it is. Water is life. So I'll just mention a few types of dragon archetypes as well. And then we're going to go into a little bit of a meditation that'll guide you through so you can meet your dragon today. And I'm super excited about that because I love to hear about everyone's dragon and how their dragon comes through for them, because we are each unique. We each have unique dragons. So, some of the types of archetypes of dragons that will come through are guardian dragons. So, similar to guardian angels, but our guardian dragon helps come in with protection and strength and gives us courage as well to speak up, use our voice. and is a amazing guardian to divine feminine energy as well, and protects the divine feminine. And the serpent of light is another archetype of the dragon that represents the kundalini rising and inner transformation, spiritual growth, connection to higher realms. And we often see this depicted in the Ouroboros, the serpent that is eating its tail. If you've ever seen Neverending Story as well, there's like a medallion. That's one of my favorite movies ever. Um, but yeah, that represents the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. And we also have elemental dragons. So we can have dragons that work with specific elements: fire, earth, air, and water. And we have cosmic dragons as well, or celestial dragons. We have dragons that relate to specific planets, specific constellations that can be guardians of the universe and guardians to portals between worlds. And the Chinese dragon differs in that it's not winged and it's more of a flying serpent and it's more of a celestial being, but typically they're associated with water, and chi energy, cosmic chi, life force energy. We also have um, the serpent Jiboia from Brazil. We have ancient serpent, astral serpent that comes in, so people can receive visions. And we have the rainbow serpent as well from the Aboriginal people in Australia. And this serpent travels the earth. We have Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent from South America, who was a shapeshifter being and who brought technology to the people so that they could grow crops and have agriculture and also sacrifice himself for the people. So we also have healing dragons that come to help assist us in healing. There's a whole modality of Reiki that is around dragons and calling on healing dragons to heal with particular ailments and bring rejuvenation, bring life force energy, especially with DNA and activating DNA so that people can heal themselves. And you can visualize dragons healing any ailments, healing the earth. I like to work with them specifically in areas that are receiving, um, that are dealing with like a lot of pollution or things like that, can bring healing energy there. So we can call on these dragons today to visit California to help assist these people today. We also have wisdom keeping dragons, these ancient, kind of old, grandfather type dragons, maybe connected with like Merlin as well, that are carrying a lot of wisdom and um, knowledge. So, and we also have destructive dragons and shadow dragons. We have chaos dragons who create chaos, bring storms. They force people through change to break habits and patterns. And I believe that's a little bit what we're seeing today is a little bit of chaos dragon energy coming through. So people can kind of have the wake up calls necessary. Tiamat was one of the first dragons that we know of recorded in history, who was Mesopotamian dragon, primordial dragon goddess, and she represented chaos and creation. Alrighty. So that's just a little bit about dragon archetypes. So what we'll do now is create the space for you to drop into a bit of a meditative space. And with your permission, I would love for us to cast a bit of a circle. We have 5 of us in here. So if we visualize us sitting in a circle, we're able to bring these energies together of the 5 elements: water, fire, earth, air, and ether. And we'll call upon the directions as well. So just closing your eyes and getting in a comfortable position. Taking a nice deep breath and exhaling and releasing. You can give the body a light massage just to let yourself know that you're safe, secure, protected, and guided. So just sighing out, releasing any expectations, releasing any worries or anything on the mind, just letting all of that go. I'm creating a safe and sacred space here in this moment. So we allow our dragons, divine dragons, to guide us on this journey. And we call upon peace in all directions. May peace be in the north. May peace be in the south. May peace be in the east. And may peace be in the west. Peace above us, peace below, and peace in the heart and mind. May there be peace throughout all of the world and all of the cosmos. We drop deep into this peace, serenity. Allowing the breath to fill the chest and exhaling, feeling the air as you breathe in and out. The sacred element of air cleansing and opening. And we feel rooted and grounded, connected with the sacred earth beneath us. Think of a sacred place in nature that you feel most grounded, most safe, connected. Connecting with this space, allowing your body to become one with the earth, the trees, the rocks, the mountains, all the minerals, all the life on planet Earth. As we breathe the sacred wind, sacred air, letting go, getting lighter. As we come into our heart space, sending this love out through our being, becoming lighter and lighter. And on this journey through Earth, we find a sacred cave. This sacred cave is a portal that takes us through space and time, where we let go of our identity, our name, let go of any weight we're carrying, and we become light. So we go deep into this cave. Just notice your breath as you become lighter, as we go deeper and deeper. This cave is taking us deeper within ourselves, within the truth of who we are, the truth of our being. Just trust as you let go of any worry, fear, bringing love into the heart. We go deeper and deeper. So we have gone so deep within. We are now in space, deep within space, in the void of infinite space. And we feel light as we feel the space below us and the space around us, the space in all directions. We breathe into this space as we reach the 0 point, the nothing, the everything of who we are, the truth of our being, and our I am presence, our cosmic presence. Connect with Source, the divine energy that exists within all things. Here in this space, we call upon the ancient divine dragons to illuminate wisdom so we may know, see, and feel the truth that is the I am presence. As we go deep into this cave, deeper and deeper and deeper, we are met with the light. And this light guides us to a doorway. This doorway is unique in its color and shape. And notice the handle on this doorway is shaped like a dragon. On the other side of this doorway is your dragon. Feel your heart beat as you feel yourself preparing to open this door. Slowly open the door. Listen to the sound. Feel the breath. Feel the spark of energy here in the space. Bring your awareness to any details of the environment. Simply notice any elements that stand out. Now feel the presence of your dragon coming close, coming to connect with you. Feel the purity and the truth, the intention within your heart as it aligns with this being, this ancient cosmic being. Look deep into your dragon's eye and recognize the truth reflecting back to you. Your dragon can be large or small, winged or otherwise. Your dragon is unique to you. Just notice and feel. Feel this sacred ancient energy Connect by placing your third eye on that of your dragons as they bring their head to you and share with you the ancient wisdom, the knowledge, the insight of the dragon. This dragon now shines light and shares wisdom, information into your being, swirling around your body. You feel this information wrapping around you, moving through you. And just take notice without judgment. Just allow any messages or guidance to come forward. Feel the purity of this heart, this dragon's heart. The intelligence of this ancient wisdom being transferred to you now. And share with your dragon any concerns you might have. Share with your dragon where you need support. Ask your dragon to guide you. Your dragon invites you to merge consciousness with it. So we're going to go on a journey now together with your dragon, awakening your dragon. Maybe it's been asleep a long time. It's time for it to awaken, for you to awaken together, to rise into your embodiment. Notice the characteristics of your dragon's personality. Notice the colors, the shape, any other important details. As you and your dragon step into the light, it's time to visit planet Earth. Maybe you're on planet Earth. It's time to look at Earth from a higher perspective. So riding on the dragon, ask your dragon permission to ride it. It will invite you to come with it, to fly, journey above the atmosphere, above the clouds, in space. You look around, you see other dragons as well, connecting different points on the planet, being guardians and guides. You see all these great dragons beyond the physical plane, the spiritual astral plane. We can see the shapes, the bodies of these dragons guiding the waters, the rivers, guiding the valleys, the oceans. doing their best to bring protective energies to help clear and transmute lower energies. And with your dragon can fly to any place on the planet or in space where you feel needs healing or protection or wisdom from your ancient dragon. So flying to a specific point where you would like to bring healing or change, transformation, and bringing that purity, the love that runs deep through the blood of this dragon and through your blood as well. Allow this ancient energy to disperse where it needs to go, bringing light, bringing healing, bringing energy of change and new beginnings. And when you feel your mission today is complete with your dragon, ask your dragon to fly back to its home where it rests. And returning your dragon to its sacred home within your heart, where your dragon always lives and is always waiting for you to connect deep within your heart. Feel the sacred connection, the sacred bond. Acknowledge one another by bringing your head to your dragon's head and uniting your energy. Knowing that you are connected now and always and can support each other. And saying goodbye for right now to this connection, but knowing this connection is with you always. We'll come back out the cave, first going through the door with the dragon handle, bowing and nodding, giving our respect to this experience and to our dragon and its safe place. Exiting through the door and going back through the cave, through space and time. As you come out the cave, coming back to that sacred place in nature that you connect with. Remembering that sacred space and knowing that this space is somewhere you can always come to find that deeper connection with your dragon. And sending your love, your gratitude again to the planet, to the earth, to all the plants and animals, trees, the water, the air, fire. Respect, give our reverence to these sacred elements. Notice where they exist within your body as you come back into the body, back to the breath, bringing the awareness to the breath, feeling a deep and powerful breath, feeling a new sense of strength, a new sense of power, of resilience. As you breathe deeper and deeper into the body. And begin to awaken the body by slowly moving toes and the ankles, the legs, bringing light massage to the body as you make your way back into the present moment, this reality. So we integrate and bridge, holding on to the memory and the wisdom that our dragon shared with us today, the deep connection, the deep truth, a sense of well-being and inner knowing, sense of royalty, of greatness, knowing that this is part of who we are. This is part of who you are. This is your divinity, your grace. You always have access to this way of being. You have a choice. So when you feel ready, start to roll the shoulders and the neck. Know that you're going to see with new eyes, see the world with new eyes as you choose to open them. And we can breathe in together and exhale a nice dragon breath, breathing in and exhaling. Knowing your dragon is present with you now. I hope that you truly feel this connection from this moment on and find ways to continue working with your dragon. So I really encourage you to take notes, journal anything about your experience today and anything you felt, any messages that came in that were strong for you and how you move through life. So our dragons are here to remind us that we are guardians as well. So taking note of how you can be a better guardian, a better steward to the planet and to nature, to the cosmos. And we do that first by honoring ourselves, by really honoring ourselves as a divine being, witnessing ourselves as a divine being, and treating ourselves with respect that way. And then we can treat the world that way as well. And we can know how to give back. We can know how to show up when we are truly showing up for ourselves and taking care of our environment and our planet. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I would love it if anyone wants to share. We can unmute you. Also, if you want to share in the comments here. Any insight about your dragon? Any colors that came in?
Hey, that was fire. So what color I saw was a white dragon. I saw a
Awesome,
white dragon. That was fire.
beautiful. Did you receive any message from your dragon that you want to share?
Uh, no, not that much.
Not particularly.
Yeah,
Well, at least you had a connection today, and sometimes the messages take time. It's
yeah,
a like any good relationship, we have to work on it
yeah,
and allow the messages to come through.
yeah. It was nice. It was like white, gold, and black.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay, just see in the chat. Sabina, mine was green with gold, a wisdom keeper. Okay, Sharon. huge white, different highlights on it. Felt very connected, like we had the same purpose. Amazing. Yay. So happy. Imani, I'd love to hear anything about your dragon if you want to share. Can unmute you too, guys, too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My dragon was super cute.
Aw.
The it was small, but then it grew bigger. And it would go back small and big, and it was purple and green and gold and pinkish highlights as well. Just fun but fierce, no matter how small or how big I choose to be.
Mm,
Um, I'm always centered at my heart, and that's where all of my power and wisdom come from. So stay heart centered, regardless of whatever size you see yourself or other people see you.
mm, beautiful. Yay.
Yay!
Well, um, I wanted to share with you guys as well. Before the call started, I pulled 3 dragon oracle cards, and these are from I'm forgetting her name, but amazing woman who created this dragon oracle deck and a dragon book. So I pulled 3 dragons. So these are the dragons that I pulled. The first one is a gold and silver violet flame dragon, and she's holding a little butterfly. And it says, transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. Time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So a little bit similar there to some of your dragons. And then I also pulled the gold and green dragon from Sirius. And this dragon brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology and be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. So that one's pretty cool because it's around the earth here as well. And then I also pulled the green dragon. So the green dragon helps us tune into the secrets of nature, receive answers and guidance from nature, align with your divine essence. And our green dragon is holding a key. I can't, it's messing up. There you go. But the key is something that the dragons hold for us. So, key to life. What is the key to life? That's something you can ask yourself and feel into and just notice what comes up. And definitely spend some time journaling. If you want to continue this connection with your dragon and continue working with dragons in this way, in a deeper way, even going on missions and journeys with your dragon and maybe going out to the land and just tuning into the nature, but also just how we interact with people. We can bring that energy, the dragon energy forward. But I encourage you to create some type of altar. Actually, Sabina is an expert at making altars in here. If you have any questions, ask her. um, but I also make altars in my home where I just honor the dragon energy and bring the dragon spirit into my home. Actually, my whole room, I have a music room, and it's like just the whole thing is a dragon altar. So bringing that dragon into your home, that dragon energy, even when you're out, also just in nature, you can bring that dragon energy. And it's it's been really incredible for me to work with this energy because I have met so many like-minded people and connected so many dots on this journey that it continues to unfold. And it's so strange to be able to go to a gym. You know, I live in Sedona, but go to the gym and then have someone just randomly come up to me and start talking to me about dragons. And and linking these conversations, they're really helping us to come more into ourselves and remember who we really are on this planet. I really, really feel that. So, the more empowered we are, the more we know who we are, trust and believe who we are, then we can actually bring change to our world. The change we want to see. We are the change. Be the change we want to see in the world, right? So, the dragons are guides and um, empowerers to help us be able to do that. So, if anyone else has, yeah, Sharon, yes, it was Diana Cooper. She said she pulled Lilac Fire Dragon. Awesome. And I don't know how to say your cool name of something 127 works in the cosmos. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So I'd love to continue helping you on your journey with dragons. If you have any other questions for me, if anything comes up that you want to share, please feel free to reach out. If you haven't already, I did create a guide to connecting with your dragon that's free on my website that you can download. I'm going to be doing these type of experiences more often and creating in-person experiences as well in Sedona and in other locations, and teach you how to work more with the water and more with the elements and calling in dragons, because we're going to be opening a lot more dragon portals. We have about 3 years of preparing for some really incredible things happen on the planet. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of challenges, but the dragons are here to support us in this growth and in our journey. So again, thank you all so much. If you have any questions or want to connect further, please reach out. I'm here. I'm available. You can email me or message me on any of the platforms. So I hope you have a blessed and beautiful evening wherever you are. And look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Luna.
Thank you, Sharon.
Have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Luna. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.